Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem performed by the Lake Orion High School Band under the direction of Michael Steele. Good evening. My name is Steve Hawley, and as principal of Lake Orion High School, I welcome you to the commencement ceremonies for the graduating class of 2018. At this time, I would like to acknowledge our distinguished guests from the Board of Education, President Scott Taylor, Vice President Birgit McQuiston, Treasurer Jim Weedman, Secretary Dana Mermel, Trustee Nate Butke, Trustee Stephen Dracos, and Trustee Bill Holt. Our Central Office Administration and Directors, Superintendent Marion Giannopoulos, Assistant Superintendents John Fitzgerald, Heidi Mercer, and Rick Garnett. Our Director of Curriculum, Carrie Anderson, Learning Options Supervisor Kristen Slawinski, Director of Special Education Julie Gutman, Director of Operations Wes Goodman, and Director of Communications and Marketing Mr. Mark Snyder. Our school administrators from the elementary level, Principals Jennifer Goethals, Rob Murray, Ken Noose, Lauren Smith, Andrew Tollerton, and Adam Weldon. Our middle school principals, Sarah Manzo, Jason Larson, Dan Haas, Dave McKay, Randy Groya, and Sarah Perry. Our high school administrators, Mr. Darren Abbasi, Chris Bell, Sarah Boudreau, and Kyle Medier. And finally, our tremendous high school and district faculty who are here with us tonight. Each year, graduation represents a very special event for many people. To open the proceedings this evening and to honor the stars of the ceremony, the 520 graduates seated before me, I ask that you please draw your attention to the video boards above for a special presentation produced by our very own television production workshop class and senior Talia Somerville.
My favorite high school memory was when Mr. Holly whipped at the pep assembly freshman year just because the whole school collectively jumped up and was like, oh, no way! I thought it was sweet.
Meeting my great group of friends and also getting a chance to make a great relationship with some foreign exchange students.
Taking AP classes and still getting a 1 on the AP exam.
Going to all the football games on Friday nights with my friends and graduating.
Tuesdays and Thursdays in Bay 3, they have pizza every single week. So I've eaten barbecue chicken pizza for the past 3 years, every Tuesday and Thursday.
Definitely the senior powder puff game when we won, that was really fun.
The thing that I'll miss most about high school is seeing all my friends every day. I've made a lot of new friends this year and grown closer with friends from freshman year in middle school, and I'll just miss them so much.
Friends I made here and the track team.
It's all my friends. We're all going different colleges, so.
I'll probably miss the barbecue chicken pizza. It's really good.
It's all my classmates, just all knowing that we're in the same boat together. That's probably what I'll miss the most.
Staff at Lake Orion and seeing my friends every day.
I've learned not to procrastinate because waiting last minute to finish a paper or test is not good.
Caffeine is my best friend in the whole world, and that I'm gonna keep drinking caffeine my entire life.
Not to care about anything, what other people think. Just really be yourself, because it doesn't even matter.
Learn how to get ready really fast. Our labels in high school don't define us. We can make mistakes in high school as long as we learn from them. And the mistakes we make here don't impact you for the rest of your life.
I learned that hard work pays off, even when you don't really want to do it at the moment.
I cannot wake up before 6 a.m. It's not my thing. You always just have to be yourself, and if you spend time just trying to be someone else, then you just end up wasting all that time and wasting friendships that you could make if you just acted like yourself.
How to prioritize in my time in high school. It taught me a lot about preparing for the future and setting my standards and what I need to do, get done now and later.
I'm looking forward to starting fresh at a new school and studying something I'm really passionate about.
I'm just looking forward to college and being able to be in an area outside of Lake Orion and just meet different people.
I'm definitely looking forward to studying something that I'm interested in and meeting new people. I think it'll be fun to get the college experience.
Looking forward to just kind of moving on in life and growing up.
I'm really excited for the new experience. I'm really excited to get out of Lake Orion and experience a new city and a new environment and meet new people and have new classes and start to focus on what I want to major in, and I'm really excited.
I'm looking forward to being independent and just having my own freedom, making my own choices, meeting new people, and getting out of here.
I'm looking forward to just moving on to something different and being around a bunch of different other people, just building new relationships.
I'm looking forward to making new friends and getting swallowed up by my majors, so.
Going to college in Nebraska, it's kind of a boring state, but I've heard there's lots and lots of corn there, so I'm going to enjoy eating that.
Our first presentation this evening will be the Board of Education address. It is my pleasure to introduce Brigitte McQuiston of the Lake Orion Board of Education.
Well, good evening, and what a spectacular evening this is. On behalf of the Board of Education, I welcome you to tonight's ceremony honoring the Lake Orion High School class of 2018. Graduates, as you are keenly aware, tonight's ceremony culminates your kindergarten through 12th grade academic career. From here, each of you will embark on marvelous new adventures. Adventures that may take you to unfamiliar places in seemingly uncharted territory. Historically, at a time when knowledge was limited, cartographers used their skills to create maps, and when it came to unfamiliar places and uncharted territory, it is said they would draw pictures of dragons or imprint the words, "Here be dragons," meaning, beyond this place, there be dragons. Apparently, people were afraid of unfamiliar places as much as they were afraid of dragons. But tonight, I'm here to encourage you not to be fearful of your life's next journey to unfamiliar places, by telling you that, well, yes, beyond this place, there be dragons, but with proper perspective, that is a very good thing. So what is a dragon? According to Merriam-Webster, it is an animal usually represented with monstrous wings and scales as a serpent or a saurian, with a crested head and enormous claws, or someone or something formidable or baneful. Legends have many depictions of dragons, and some are truly daunting, but some are truly amazing. Let's focus on the more amazing characteristics, shall we? Dragons are known for being really big, majestic, fire-breathing, flying creatures that are intelligent, brave, loyal, fierce, and fearless, and a symbol of power, strength, and self-control. My research also claims these majestic creatures to be, well, mythical. But we all know better. After all, here you are. Here we all are, Lake Orion dragons. And graduates, being a dragon is what enables you to embrace the fact that beyond this place, there be dragons. Because no matter where you go, you will always be able to find like-minded people, maybe even other Lake Orion dragons. Tonight, as you graduate, you are quite literally surrounded by this amazing crowd of witnesses. They have watched you study, learn, and grow, and have taught, coached, and encouraged you to embrace the characteristics that amazing dragons are known for. And we are all so very proud of you. Tonight, we gather to observe as you receive your well-earned diplomas, spread your dragon wings, and soar to new heights to do extraordinary things. Your next adventure awaits you. It is the experience of the great beyond, the place where dragons be. In closing, let me be very clear. Google Maps doesn't have dragons anywhere on it. But still, I say to you, beyond this place, there be dragons, and graduates, you are about to become a part of that distinguished crowd. And if there is any place on a map in which there should be a dragon, it would be Lake Orion. Not because it's uncharted territory, no, but because it's dragon country. And Lake Orion High School will always be home of the dragons. And graduates, once a dragon, always a dragon. And dragons, there's no place like home. And now, graduates, I say to you for the last time as the Lake Orion High School class of 2018, go Dragons!
It is my pleasure to now introduce the Superintendent of Lake Orion Community Schools, Marion Giannopoulos.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, administrators, faculty, very proud parents, friends and family members, but especially the graduating class of 2018. You know, each year I like to prepare my remarks in a way that has a theme that's really relevant to your time here at Lake Orion High School. And this year, my theme is, "The sky is the limit." This is kind of a familiar phrase, really reminding us that there's no boundaries, no restrictions on what you can do. Really, you can achieve anything you want. But the question is this: why is that relevant to this class? Well, in April, we had the most incredible and amazing opportunity to interact with a Lake Orion High School graduate who is now a NASA astronaut, Drew Feustel. Now, when I say interact, I have to tell you, I don't mean that Drew Feustel came into the district and spoke with our students. No, because of the marvels of technology, we had the most unforgettable and incredible opportunity to really interact with him while he was on the International Space Station, which I can't tell you how incredible that was. And I know that a number of the students here tonight, many out here celebrating, and I were in the audience. And we spoke with him via a downlink from the space station and asked him numerous questions. And the other good part was that all of the other students in the district had the opportunity to also view this via a live feed. Drew Feustel is a perfect example of the sky's the limit. For those of you who were with me when we watched him and when we talked to him, he admittedly said to us that he struggled while he was in high school, and he did not do as well as he would have liked to do. But he soon realized that if he really wanted to do something and really wanted to reach the goal of being an astronaut, he had to do more. So he went on to Oakland Community College, and he earned an associate's degree, and then he earned other degrees, further his education at universities in both Indiana and Ontario. But here's something that I found the very most interesting about Drew Feustel. While he was at Oakland Community College, he worked as an automobile mechanic in a classic automobile restoration shop in Farmington Hills. In another interview that I watched, he said that being an auto mechanic was very beneficial to him because he ended up being selected for a mission to repair the Hubble telescope in space. And it was his skills and his aptitude that he learned as an auto mechanic that led him to be selected for that particular mission. He said the experience was invaluable, and he said he was very proud to have been an auto mechanic and to have worked with his hands. Drew Feustel went from an auto mechanic to repairing the Hubble telescope in space as an astronaut, and now he has launched to the International Space Academy. He's there living and working for the next 6 months on this orbiting laboratory. So, class of 2018, it does not matter what it is you want to do, as long as it's something that you really want to do. It doesn't matter if you want to join the military, enter the workforce, go on to a community college or university. There was one thing in this interview that I watched that Drew said that really, really resonated with me. And he said, I had to decide for myself what it is I wanted to do. And so I say to you, class of 2018, you have to decide for yourselves what it is you want to do. So when I began my remarks tonight, I said my theme was, the sky is the limit. But I really want to change that. For this class, I say, the sky is no limit. So I congratulate all of you for graduating. I wish you great, great successes, good health and happiness throughout your life. And I have one last thing that I would like to say to all of you that I also said to the class last year. You may now unfollow me on Twitter because you no longer need to know if I'm going to call a snow day. Congratulations.
We now have the pleasure of hearing the Lake Orion High School Choir under the direction of Bryce Thompson performing their selection, De Witch of On Thee. Our first student message this evening, Defining Moments, is presented by Allison Anker.
Every so often, there comes a defining moment when one has to decide what they are going to do with themselves. As a freshman, I thought this moment would be how close to the center of the lunchroom I sit, or whether or not I talk to the person sitting in front of me in English. But all of these choices seem minuscule as I now stand before my fellow classmates, with each of us asking ourselves the same question at the same time: what now? As we proceed into our futures that are fully in our hands for the very first time, we have to determine what we are going to do with ourselves. Are we going to stop pushing for excellence, settle for less than our dreams, or are we, the class of 2018, going to get big? This class motto, stemming from Powder Puff junior year, has quickly become more than a motto. It's an attitude, a way of living. We got big senior year when our Powder Puff team rallied together like never before to defeat the juniors, and all grades came together to support a cause near to the hearts of those in the community. Our Winter Guard team got big when they made history and made it all the way to the finals of WGI, and our boys varsity basketball team got big when they won every single home game. Even before our senior year, we have been big, from the moment we stepped in this school to every action we took after. We got big for homecoming and prom and every event in between. Each of you has had individual moments where you got big, from crushing that impromptu you were so nervous about and talking to Miss Stringer about cats afterwards, and acing that geometry test you studied all night for, to fun nights spent on the lake with your best friends. In growing into the people we are today, we have also grown closer to each other, like when we supported fellow Dragons at the Special Olympics basketball game, or held a variety of fundraisers to support the Dragon community. These moments, however small they may seem to you, every victory and loss and everything in between, have led you to right now, when you must determine where you are going from here. You have been getting bigger and bigger all throughout high school. I return back to the question I asked at the beginning: what now? Some of you are heading off to college, others to the armed forces. Some are heading to trade school, and others are heading into the workforce right away. However different your path may be, it is the right one for you, and you will be able to grow even bigger as a person on it. You may face challenges along the way, but you must remember to overcome them so that you are one step closer to the big future you always dreamed of. No matter where you are going, whether you are staying in state, going to a different country, or just staying in town, you will always be able to call Lake Orion your home and your fellow Dragons family. Dragons, take this moment in right now, and let's strive to grow both together and individually and continue to get big.
At this time, I ask that Eldon Pearson approach the podium for the final student message, a series of seconds.
Think of a single second. Now think of all you can do in a single second. Probably not much. Maybe inhale and exhale, or send a Snapchat if you're quick enough. But in that single second around the globe embodies a greater magnitude. Many of us with hectic lives and busy schedules simply miss with the blink of an eye. According to United States Census Bureau, in that 1 second, 4 babies enter the world, completely ignorant to all of the joys, experiences, pains, and memories that will unfold in front of them. Think about all of the infinite possibilities in that statistic. Think of all of the relationships to be created, the possible world leaders to be made, the young hearts to be broken, and the minds to be inspired. The ancient Greeks spun intricate stories that man was nothing more than a lifeless piece of clay, molded into human form by the hands of the Titan Prometheus and endowed with life by the breath of the goddess Athena. However, as we are gathered in celebration to exit this institution we have all shared for nearly 4 years, we have learned the truth behind this mythological fable. The hands of a Greek god were not what molded us into who we each are today. It is the experiences and people we surround ourselves with. But looking out among the faces of my friends and peers, who I have shared laughs, tears, and even sorrows with these last 4 years, I would wager that many of us have allowed the hardships in life to burden our perception of what each of us are capable of in the future. Our experiences humble us, yet also frighten us, because they divulge what seems like the truth about the amount of influence we have over what our future encompasses. Not much. No one knows this better than a high school senior. One day you're a tiny freshman, trying to figure out which way to walk down the stairwell, and then you blink your eyes for a second, and you're getting big, beating the juniors in powder puff on fight night while trying to navigate the direction you want your life to take. Reflect back on all the experiences of indecision over whether or not to attend college, the confusion over which major will lay the most reliable infrastructure, and what we will do thousands of miles away from everything we've ever known or ever loved. With the gravity these decisions have and the amount of time we have to make them, it is tempting to leave your future up to luck and chance. Yet it is limitations like these that for centuries have fueled the members of the human race to push the boundaries of what seems intellectually and physically possible. And it is these accomplishments that allow me to challenge each and every one of you as a free-thinking spirit, a powerful advocate, and an individual mind to push the boundaries in your own life. A beautiful quote by Anne Frank embodies this concept impeccably. How wonderful is it that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve this world? So today, as the hundreds of us leave Lake Orion for the first time, we also leave behind who we have been for the last decade and a half. None of us need wait that single moment to lay down our legacy. We are free from the labels, free from the limitations, and free to reshape ourselves to be who we see ourselves destined to be. And with that freedom from our reputations and mistakes we have made in this time in our life comes a new serenity of freedom from the mental and physical limitations we have placed in our lives. During the span of this speech, approximately 753 new children have entered into this world. And about 18 years ago or so, you were one of those children. And you were told in that one moment of time, the boundaries were non-existent and the possibilities were limitless. For our lives do not become more limited with experiences, ventures, journeys, and expeditions, because the greatest lesson we learned in high school is not in a classroom or in a hallway. The greatest lesson we learn is that since day one, you've already had everything you've needed within yourself. So as we sit here reflecting back on the plethora of moments that have now fallen from the future to the present to the past, wait not a single moment more, before you as an individual mind, a free-thinking spirit, and a powerful advocate to start improving this world.
The senior members of the Lake Orion High School Band and Wind Ensemble, directed by Michael Steele, now present their selection, Elsa's Procession to the Cathedral. As you enter the main entrance of Lake Orion High School, a quote is prominently displayed above the doors, and it reads, "Through these halls walk the finest students in the nation." To the principal, this phrase has been a guiding presence to my expectations for the education of the students we are entrusted with for their entire high school careers. For the students, it is a reminder of the fact that the bar is set very high in Lake Orion. Now, over the years, I have heard our students snicker and remark about this quote, but this year it resonated with me more than ever. You see, we are graduating a class today that has been remarkable in so many ways. In my humble estimation, the finest in the nation. This senior group has proven themselves in the classroom time and time again, which is evidenced by the tremendous scholarships being awarded to an unprecedented number of grads. These graduates have garnered acclaim in the areas of visual and performing arts, producing the most well-attended musical in Lake Orion history, being selected as the featured choir at the state conference, earning numerous scholastic medals for art, and having a marching band ranking with the best in the state. Our athletes have competed at the highest level, winning 49 district, regional, and league championships. This group has contributed to many programs that have been highlighted and recognized at the state and national level. They selflessly raised a record amount of money for charity, and they have exhibited an astounding commitment to service, contributing 30,000 combined hours of community service. But maybe just as important as those accolades and those that they've earned by this fine group, I have noticed something else that I find very unique to this class. And no, graduates, it is not your propensity to vape in the school bathrooms. Rather, this class has had the spirit to do things the right way. They truly seem to understand that their attitude, their behavior, and how they carry themselves is extremely important. They have included and supported each other, responded to difficult challenges, and they have built strong relationships with our staff and the entire student body. And as our parents can attest, these are the traits that make for a happy and successful life. On that note, I would like to extend to these graduates these additional thoughts. Class of 2018, throughout your 4 years at Lake Orion High School, you have demonstrated a true spirit, the understanding and importance of making every moment count, and the determination to persevere. I call on each of you to continue to meet new challenges with an open mind and treat each opportunity as a blessing. And as you move forward, know that you will carry with you everything you have learned and the never-ending support of the Dragon family. Know that because of your spirit, you will long be remembered for who you are today. Today, you are a group of 520 young adults united as the Lake Orion High School class of 2018. You are 520 different individuals who have all achieved the same goal. You have strengthened the great traditions of our high school and made all of us very proud of how you have represented the green and white. And while we credit you with these tremendous accomplishments, it is also important to remember that they were not achieved alone. Credit should also be given to those people nurturing, supporting, and encouraging you along the way. I now ask that your parents please stand to be recognized. Before I officially certify the class of 2018, I want to give you my best and remind you that the spirit you take with you and spread to those around you will lead you to a life of fulfillment. In the words of Albert Einstein, try not to become a person of success, Rather, become a person of value. Congratulations, class of 2018, and go Dragons. Board of Education, based upon the completion of the graduation requirements of the Lake Orion Community Schools and with the graduation requirements set forth by the state of Michigan, it is a privilege and an honor to present to you from Lake Orion High School the graduating class of 2018. At this time, faculty members Lori Hogan and Jennifer Ulrich will begin the announcing of the graduates.
It is my honor and privilege to announce tonight the first member of the graduating class of 2018, the President of Student Leadership, Alexandra Sue Lazara. The Vice President of Student Leadership, Nicholas Robert Butterworth. The Treasurer of Student Leadership, Claire Michelle Wajno. The Secretary of Student Leadership, Cassidy Dale Carson. Communications Public Relations Officer of Student Leadership, Bethany Rose Gardner. Allison Lee Anchor. Eldon Daniel Lee Pearson. Amy Louise Abbott. Isaac John Acamando. Ryan Joseph Ackerman. Nicholas James Eltoff. Delaney Bryn Anderson. Jared Nelson Anderson. Christopher Lee Arbuckle. Sarah Nicole Armstrong. Caitlin Elizabeth Ashman. Maxwell Philip Auger. Sierra Jade Avant. My colleague from the business department, Jennifer Ulrich.
Kevin Andrew Backer. Cody Asanov Barrett. Nicole Elizabeth Baker. Sydney Marie Baker. Dylan John Ball. Logan Kindry Bala. Taylor Marie Barker. Jacob Anthony Barnard. Sydney Rose Barnett. Nicole Taylor Barnhart. Connor Reed Barrett. Alexander James Bassico. Danielle Marie Beeman. Nicole Taylor Beatty. Curtis Edra Bedra. Gracie Marie Beebe. Kira Rose Bellinger. Nicholas Porter Bergerman. My colleague from the business department, B. Norris.
Susan Marie Bilecki. Matthias Palmer Beeland. Parker Grant Blust. Madison Michelle Bowler. Logan Javon Barrero. Dion Daniel Boyce. Madeline Eve Braley. Megan Elizabeth Brennan. Jacob Allen Brewer. Alicia Nicole Briley. Macy Ann Brocklebank. Mallory Elizabeth Bronikowski. Liam Donald Brown III. Diamond Lene Brown. Megan Grace Buckner. Pierce Michael Burke. Trevor Michael Burke. Ryan Richard Burkeen. Mitchell Reed Burney. Raymond Simone Burrows. It is my pleasure to introduce Christy Gervin-Bureau.
Nathan James Buxton. Kirsten Marie Byers. Alessandra Cassia Eldorate. Keegan James Calvert. Alexis Nicole Campbell. Colleen Carol Campbell. Jacob Allen Campion. Benjamin Matthew Capulet. Jacob Rome Capozzoli. Jaron Christopher Caraballo. Chloe Francis Carpenter. Berenice Carrillo Rodriguez. Alexander Glenn Carroll. Mitchell John Caswell. Caitlin Kathleen Cesaric. Justin Lawrence Chadwick. Nicholas Ian Kiramonte. Elizabeth Choi. Natasha Lynn Christensen. Ryan Mackenzie Clapsaddle. James Andrew Clark. I'd like to introduce my colleague from Special Education Department, Kim Kowalski.
Aiden Davis Clausen. Ashley Marie Clendenin. Jaden Louise Coleman. Aaron Casey Collins. Michaela Collins. Cameron Coltrane. Jack Michael Cornell. Zachary Craig. Drew Hunter Crane. Lauren Navarro Crane. Lauren Kennedy Creighton. Haley Ann Crocker. Megan Renee Cullen. Leah Noel Curcio. Skylar Marie Curtis. Victoria Gabriela D'Annunzio. Alexis Antonia D'Onofrio. Capri Maria D'Onofrio. Amanda Olive Dalton. Megan Elizabeth Danielson. Vanessa Dow. Joseph DePry. This time I'd like to introduce my colleague from the Life Management Department, Candace Vinson.
Henry Alexander Dare. Maria Carmen Davila. Daniel James Davis. Isabella Rossi Davis. Federico de Geronimo. Gabrielle Elizabeth DeVere. Lily Suzanne DeClaire. Marley Theron DeClerc. Avery David DePaul. Caitlin Nicole Diamond. Madison Nicole Doan. Natalie Michelle Dubleski. Chad Robert Doland. Sean Carey Donahue. Tanner Owen Dean Douglas. Trevor C. Downey. Tasman Glory Discal. Claire Marie Drury. Nicholas John Durden. Brianna Marie Dungan. Parker Byron Edmonds. Tiffany Anne Marie Edwards. Kaylin Carrington Esbrenner. I would now like to introduce my colleague from the Counseling Department, Michelle Novak.
Stephen Kenneth Engelbert. Shannon Marie Falter. Colton Edward Farley. Brian Alexander Farsvet. Austin Allen Finley. Anthony Vincent Finjames. Andrew Vincent Finjames. Sorry. Victoria Lee Fisher. Jessica Say B. Fishta. Thomas Andre Amy Fleury. Maria Elaine Fluent. Allison Marie Fox. Matthew Ross Framolino. Dylan Hunter Frank. Justin Alexander Frazier. Christopher Philip French. Aaron Chester Frizel. Ira Tanberg Fury. Sophia Grace Garbriziak. Jenna Isabella Gamache. Melina Inez Garcia. Benjamin Paul Gardner. Dylan Scott Garrettson. I would now like to introduce a member of or colleague of the department, Special Ed, Alexa Stone.
Gabriella Rose Garrett. Connor Aaron Garrigus. Peyton Matthew Gashi. Kayla Joanne Gazarowski. Elena Gastaldo. Kyle William Gay. Samuel Adam Gayford. Samuel Mack Godowski. Shane Clayton Geiger. Justin Skylar Jembarski. Trake Robert Gazicki. Charlie Benjamin Gazal. Juliana Renee Gibbons. Andrew Delbert Gem. Olivia Rose Geis. Ian Duncan Gilmore. Giovanna Jokai. Mariah Noel Gondek. Gabriel Gonzalez Rodriguez. Josephine Kate Graham. Leslie Marie Graham. Madeline Rose Graham. Emma Josephine Gray. Ashley Michelle Gregory. Alexis D. Grywe. Please help me welcome from the Business Department, Julia Dalrymple.
Evan Thomas Gross. Lauren Elizabeth Gizand. Rebecca Marie Gerson. Haley Michelle Haddon. Jonathan Larry Haggett. Kirsten Delane Haynes. Wanda Naomi Hayo. Nathan Richard Hammond. Kristen Marie Haynes. Michael Kevin Hanley. Davis Allen Hansen. Bethany Rachel Hargett. Laura Catherine Hartman. Emily Kate Hine. Richard Maximilian Helia. Jacob Robert Helzer. Sarah Eunice Hensel. Devin Michael Hassano. Haley Marie Hicks. James Daniel Higgins. Vanessa Carly Higgins. Jarrett Lynn Hill. Olivia Lane Hindman. Grace Elizabeth Hines. Thomas John Hirschfield. And now please help me welcome from the PE department, Dave Whitaker.
Brendan Ethan Hoffer. Jacob Thomas Hoffman. Cameron Wayne Hokenstedt. Samantha Lane Holbrook. Chloe Jean Holden. William Bellinger Hoppy. Kara Louise Hauser. Abigail Doris Howells. Kelly Catherine Humes. Isra Hussein. Grace Marie Inch. Anna Marie Iselli. Chloe K. Iwanyu. Justin Terrell Jackson. Matthew Jaden James Jarrett. Samuel Reese Jenkins. Yurin Ying John. Grace Elizabeth Jerome. Ava Samantha Jarrett. Tara Elizabeth Johnson. Thomas O. Johnson. Matthew Ray George. Christopher Leon Kazar. Christopher Paul Cade. Chandler Joseph Kadolski. Courtney Lee Kaiser. At this time, I'd like to introduce David Swass from the Special Education Department.
Illyria Angel Collage. Rachel Ann Kane. Nashara Kennedy. Jenna Kesselring. Megan Elizabeth Kessler. Robert John Key. Perry Nicole Kiefer. Erin Audrey Kincaid. Kira Elizabeth Kirkpatrick. John Richard Klee. Rachel Marie Klein. Eric Edward Neese. Mason Giles Consulic. Louis Joseph Kowalik. Megan Rose Kronst. Matthew A. Kuhlman. Jack David LaBounty. Matthew Raymond Ladner. Lara Lynna Ladney. Hunter Reese Lagerquist. Jenna Maxine Lonto. Emily Grace Lapinowski. Hannah Renee Levesque. Colin Marshall Davidson Leahy. Josh Dylan Lee. Matthew David Leonard. Introducing from the Physical Education Department, my colleague, Derek Delzer.
Jamie Troy Lewis. Dane Christian Lewis. Jordan David Lewis. Megan Renee Lewis. Evan Roy Lindquist. Jason Kendall Lively. George C. Lowe. Marissa Marie Logan. Olivia Marie Lagrasso. Mario Alberto Lopez Lopez. Jennifer Lopez. Daniel Paul Hadley Loescher. Madeline Jane Lowry. Caitlin Ruth Loxley Smith. Neve Hannah Loxley Smith. Mackenzie Faith Lucas. Jacob Antonio Lusk. Tiernan Elise Makala. Rachel Anna Maduri. Ashley Lynn Malik. Ollie Anders Malmsted. Sebastian Cortez Manley, Jr. Riley Lucas Manriquez. Nicholas James Mantine. Brandon Emmanuel Mayers. Elena Mackenzie Marshall. Jonathan Dennis Marshall. I'd like to introduce from the Math Department, April Dobbs.
Evan Lino Martin. Matthew Louis Marticho. Douglas Dale Mason II. Autumn Marie Matthews. James Millis Matheson. Joseph Michael Matar. Nolan Patrick Maupin. Catherine Jane Maurer. Stephen Anthony Morrow. Vanessa Mayorga Canales. Matthew Ryan McGaffey. Chase James McBride. Jonathan Roger McBride. Margaret Dawn McBride. Dylan Michael McCall. Jacob Eldon McLeod. Michael Brian McGahee. Juliana Francisca Midor. Alexis Rose Meekum. Connor Curtis Meach. Joseph Michael Mell. Matthew Vincent Mercer. Jeremy Patrick Mervac. Lillian Marcel Messina. Esme Bianca Balde Mester. Austin Joseph Myers. Evan Jeffrey Myatek. Julia Helen Orth Mahalik. Now like to introduce my coworker, Wendy Backroot.
Carson Mark Miller. Catherine Marie Miller. Madeline Nicole Miller. Lindsay Ann Milton. Natasha Minhas. John David Modrak. Ryan Joseph Maloney. McKenna Maury Monahan. Taylor Nicole Moore. Riley Jack Morley. Nicholas Antonio Morales. Erica Ann Murad. Arabella Elizabeth Movius. Marie Nicole Munns. Matthew William Mulligan. Bridget Emma Munns. Olivia Lee Moran. Marissa Jo Murphy. Anthony Ryan Narsh. Kaylee Rose Naraki. Serena Joelle Naylor. Andrew Michael Nepchuk. Andra Lee Newman. Chi Chung Zhao Nguyen. Fong Wei Nguyen. Tin T Nguyen. Elizabeth Ann Trin Noble. Kira Francis Nolan. I'd like to introduce my colleague from the Social Studies Department, Michelle Cureton.
Rachel Marie Normand. Jimena Nunez Martorell. Helena Morgan Nunley. Neil Vincent Nunn. Noah Eric Nunn. Emily Rose Noose. Kendra Nicole Nyland. Julian Olenek. Maximilian John Olson. Matthew Nicholas Onesco. Andre Orlando Orselli. Josh Lawrence Otero. Matthew William Ott. Elizabeth Aurelia Anonian. Nick Jurlo Pagarian. John Alexander Perry. Nicholas Edward Pasek. Ryan Michael Pasek. Haley Marie Paulson. Erica Nicole P. Jacqueline Peleg. Olivia Marie Peleg. Drew Spencer Paland. Jacqueline Greta Pulowski. Sydney Charlotte Purdue. Xavier Alberto Perez. Hannah Kirsten Perry. Nicholas Daniel Peters. And please welcome from the Counseling Department, Alicia Connor.
Paris Nicole Pfeiffer. Jolie Elizabeth Phillips. Jessica Marie Pierce. Rylan Marcus Prunick. Oh, yeah. Leah Marie Polsinelli. Nolan Oliver Projewski. Grant Robert Potter. Gianno Dejan Powell. Spencer Max Powell. Adam Stephen Pramuka. Kylie Rose Primo. Emily Ann Prosco. Eric William Pervin. Connor Joseph Pazinski. Hannah Hawken Quinn. Paulina Suhey Ramirez Gomez. Brendan Mark Rainey. Abby Jewel Ryder. Marta Rendani. Chloe Patricia Resch. Christian David Richards. Eliana Grace Ritt. Jessica Lee Rock.
Jacob William Roman.
Ian Patrick Ross. Morgan Marie Ross. Lyric Karan Roston. McKenna Gail Roy. And at this time, I'd like to welcome to the podium a member of our special education department and a Lake Orion graduate, Rebecca Stormer.
Henrietta Rosenberg Rinning. Allison Bell Saber. Bailey Ann Salisbury. Ryan James Sanborn. Dina Rose Sando Sahutsky. Danielle Janet Sargent. Alexis Morgan Sawyer. Keegan David Scavone. Riley Haddington Scher. Sydney Louise Scher. Jared Andrew Snyder. Reed Stephen Schoenberg. Deallen Ty Schramm. Erin Marie Schrader. Trisha Sarah Schultz. Moritz Björn Schuster. James Ryan Seabor. Cameron Kathleen Schollard. Vincent Charles Secantine. Zachary Adam Seeds. Lucas Sanford Cedarland. Renee Marie Celodotis. Andre William Seymour. Madison Nicole Shelton. Amanda Claire Sherman. Shelby Lynn Chenevier. Keegan Michael Schultz Payne. Sarah Ashley Seekinen. I'd like to introduce my colleague, Julie Barnes.
Sophia Juliet Simic. Catherine Michelle Singer. Tyler David Skibicki. Lana Elaine Skurna, sorry. Andrew John Slawinski. Connor Christopher Slupski. Jacob Daniel Smarsh. Brooklyn Nicole Smart. Michaela Marie Smirno. Clayton Delaney Smith II. Joseph James Smith. Crystal Lorraine Smith. Lauren Elizabeth Smith. Megan Lynn Smith. Noah Maximilian Smith. Kaylin Nicole Smokowski. Mary Joan Smythe. Mark Glenn Schneider. Soha Sohail. Dustin Allen Sokolowski. Sophia Michelle Spoiliar. Meredith Marie Stallions. Alexander Ryan Steerley. Maxwell Forrest Steele. Grace Catherine Stetsko. Jordan Mackenzie Stevens. Shannon Lee Stewart. Casey Joseph Staranek. Sydney Jean Stringer. And now please welcome from the Physical Education Department, Mr. Vinnie Booker.
Nicholas Guy Raymond Strickland. Tyler Michael Stroshine. Isabella Cooper Sturgis. Chelsea Autumn Steema. Talia Jade Somerville. Gavin Lee Sutton. Ty Anthony Cassavoy Taffs. Phoebe Jane Talaga. Sebastian Melhus Talberg. Isabella Lynn Tartoni. Grant Alexander Tauscher. Jeffrey Michael Tiefend. Michael Penn Teller. Shelby Claire Tapati. Lauren Elizabeth Thompson. William Blake Thornton. Erin Margaret Tierney. Alexa Ann Titus. T. Min Ton Nu. Zachary Earl Tumath. Christopher Allen Tunney. Andrew Scott Tyrell. Kaylee Gabrielle Olferts. Gabriella Sally. Emily Nicole Vachon. Nathan Kyle Valad. Elizabeth Emma Van Leer. Skylar Joy Vandy Kirkove. Jacqueline Ann Van Hollybeck. Now introducing Jennifer Howe from the World Languages Department.
Lauren Rosalie Van Loon. Mark Antonius R. Verhoeven. Anna Marie Vernier. Tyler Christopher Vestrand. Anthony Michael Vetriano. Caitlin Marie Vigalius. Noah Liam Vigna. Megan Elizabeth Voss. Jordan Marie Walkowski. Olivia Hope Wall. Dylan James Walrath. Paul Dennis Spencer Waski. Adam Jan Wisniewski. Claire Gail Weaver. Benjamin Charles Wellman. Dewan Jordan Wells. Stephen Robert Wessel. Rachel Ann West. Erin Elizabeth Westberg. Micah Tavion Allen Williams. Braylon Jean Willis. Trace Brenton Williard. Nathaniel David Wilson. Connor Law Wise. Mackenzie Lane Wolf. Ryan Taylor Wynn. David James Yonkers. Kathleen Barbara Zaharek. Jacob Thomas Zawacki. Cade Kenneth Zimmerman. Melanie Mae Zimmerman. Michaela Ann Zimmerman.
Please welcome Student Leadership President Alexandra Lazara to the stage for the turning of the tassel.
Class of 2018, would you please stand? Please move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations, Dragons, we have graduated.